games victories for this Lady Patriots squad. And so we'll see how they continue to improve here each game. The last few games, a player to watch has been Grace Waltz. That's right, against Potter County. Let's see here. How many did she have against Potter County last week? She finished with 15 last week against Potter County. Harley Kappeman, watch her from three. She likes to hoist it from three. She's good for about 2 or 3 threes a game. And then Grace Waltz, she's a little shorter on the floor, but man, does she play hard. 5'4", but she is down under the hoop going for rebounds. Crystal Geyer, that's a name who kind of gets lost too. I mean, you'll see her on the baseline jumper every once in a while. And so this entire team, will see how they can come out and perform. On the season, the Lady Patriots of Eureka Bowdle, they average just about 34, 35 points a game, give up about 56 on the season, and they are 3-12 on the year. As for the Colome Lady Cowgirls, they come into this matchup 4-10 on the year. They average about 38 points a game, give up just about 50 points a game. And looking at their roster, it's very similar height-wise. You got Katie Heath would be the tallest girl for Colome at 5'10". For Eureka Bowdle, Robin Schlechter is 5'8". Crystal Geyer 5'8". And so evenly matched in terms of height as well. So we'll see what team, whose best player can step up and have a good game. You kind of come down to one of those. What team doesn't turn the ball over? What team has the best player step up? And this Colome team, their unis actually look very similar to a team back that I used to call in Montana. A shout out to the Turner Tornadoes of Turner, Montana. Hope everyone back there is having a great season. This Colome girls team, very similar uniforms to the Turner Tornadoes of Montana. The Kelly green with the white trim and white numbers. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll hear from our starting lineup sponsor, Campbell County Collision. And when we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you. You are listening to KMLO. We're back in 1 minute.
Can't find the words to say how you feel this Valentine's Day? Whether you're going for heartfelt, funny, or pure love, my arranged bouquets and greeting cards say it for you. Hi, gentlemen and ladies alike. This is Caitlin from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. Get my grab-and-go bouquets from Pop's Grocery Shop in Harriet and Ken's Food Fair in Eureka. Or stop in to pick out a card and place your order today. Remember, it's never too early. Call 284-2393. Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
All right, we are back from the break, getting set for the second of our games here at Highmore, South Dakota, Highmore Auditorium. The Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots getting set to take on the Colome Lady Cowgirls. 8 minutes on the clock, and we're going to go ahead and get into starting lineups. We'll start first with the Colome Cowgirls as they come in, the visiting squad here today. Coming in with the Kelly green unis with the white numbers and white trim. They start number 4, Michaela Shippey. She is a 5'3" sophomore guard. Number 10, Matrix Noteboom, a 5'5" senior guard. Number 20, Rainey Hermson, 5'8", senior forward. Number 24, Katie Heath, a 5'10" senior forward. Number 34, Sadie Heath, a 5'8" sophomore guard. Head coach of the Colome Cowgirls is Corey Foss. Again, they're 4-10 on the season, score about 38 a game, give up about 50. As for the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots, their starting lineup looks to be pretty similar. Number 20, Samantha Lux, a 5'2" junior guard. Number 22, Harley Kappenman, a 5'2" senior guard. Number 23, Crystal Geyer, a 5'8" sophomore forward. Number 24, Grace Waltz, a 5'4" sophomore guard / forward. And number 50, Robin Schlechter, a 5'8" senior center. Head coach of the Lady Patriots, Maria Sandmeyer. They are 3-12 on the year. score about 35 a game, give up about 56 a game. Again, this game can come down to a whole number of things, but I gotta say turnovers, what best player can step up, and free throws. Free throws could be a huge part of this game. Carly Kappeman, she likes to knock down a few threes a game. First time seeing this Colome team. They have a few players. You know, it's kind of a do-it-by-committee based on looking at this stat sheet. Katie Heath down low about 5 a game. Sadie Heath about 7. Libby Petersick off the bench. She'll be the first one off the bench. She is good for 5 a game. Michaela Shippey, she has averaging 12 a game. So again, it's Shippey, Noteboom, Hermson, Heath, and Heath on the floor for Colome. It's Lux, Kappenman, Geyer, Waltz, and Schlechter on the floor for Eureka Bowdle. And it looks like it's going to be Geyer and Katie Heath to do the jump. Eureka Bowdle going left to right on Eureka Bowdle. Colome going right to left on the Eureka Bowdle. And we are underway. Tip is up and controlled by the Lady Cowgirls. That's going to be Sadie Heath with it. Gets it over onto the far side. That's Shippey now. Down low, jumper, turnaround, won't go. Waltz right there for the board, and she looks to push. This is what she likes to do, and she draws the foul. So that foul going against Rainey Hermson. That is her first personal team foul, number 1. So it's going to be an inbounds for Eureka Bowdle. Waltz to inbounds under the hoop. Gets it to Schlechter. Now up top for Lux. Lux looking around the top of the key. She now puts the ball on the floor. Passes it near side to Geyer. Geyer going to try to drive baseline. Back out for Kappeman. There's a 3 from her. Off the mark. Left it long. Rebound goes to Shippey. Shippey into the front court. At the top. Looks to set things up. Has Noteboom on the near side. Gets it off to Noteboom. Now up top for Shippey. Again, she leads this team in scoring about 12 a game. She drives to the right. And she carried it, they said. So that's going to be a turnover against Colome. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. Broadcast booth sponsor brought to you by Jensen Rock and Sand. Keys to Success, CHS Northern Plains, starting line of Campbell County Collision. Game officials brought to you by the Division of Consumer Protection. Again, thanks to them and all of our sponsors. Robin Schlechter drives down and puts up the shot with the left. Great move by Robin Schlechter. Had a lane and able to get down the floor. Now back the other way, Sadie Heath. She's going to try to drive in. Runner in the lane, won't go. Fight for the rebound. It is controlled by Noteboom. Noteboom up top for Shippey. Gets it over to Heath. That's Sadie. She tries from 3. Off the mark, Waltz with the rebound. Waltz likes to push and loses the handle of the basketball into the hands of Schlechter. Now up top for Waltz. Waltz looks to set things up. Colome coming out in almost looks like a 1-3-1 half-court zone here. Waltz now down low to Geyer. Geyer baseline jumper up and good. Crystal Geyer, that's a shot that it seems like each and every week she just gets better and better at, that baseline jumper. Down low, it goes to Heath. Now up top, Shippey 4-3, top of the key, bounces around just a little long. Schlechter secures the rebound. She'll outlet it to Kappeman, and Kappeman looks to push into the front court. Now leaves it off for Waltz. Waltz back to Kappeman. Corner 3 on the way from her and buries it. And just like that, Eureka Bowdle up 7-0. 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. You're listening to KMLO, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop, and don't that block.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
And we are back from the break. It is Eureka Bowdle with the basketball at the free throw line. Grace Waltz knocking in the free throw after getting fouled off the steal. Second free throw on the way and good. And just like that, Eureka Bowdle opening up a 9-0 lead here. 4 different players have scored. At down low, Colome with it, trying to answer. Turnaround jumper in the lane. Hermson's shot won't go. On the rebound, looks like we got a foul. And that's going to go against Waltz, and it was on the putback, so it looks like Katie Heath at the line for a pair of free throws. Grace Waltz picking up her first personal team foul, number 1. So it is Heath at the line. Free throw on the way and off the mark. Substitution here as number 12, Libby Petersick checks in, and I didn't get that other number. 32, Jacqueline LaPrath, I believe, is in. 5'7", senior guard. Libby Petersick, a 8th grade forward, and second free throw off the mark. Waltz skies and gets the rebound, and we got a foul going the other way. Petersick picking up the foul. So Petersick checks in, gets the foul call. Grace Waltz just everywhere right now on the rebound, the free throw line, running the floor. It's going to be Lux to take it up the floor for the Lady Patriots at the top. Looks to set things up. Passes it near side, and it is stolen away by Heath. Heath almost surprised that the ball was that close into her hands, and now she'll try the jumper on the other side. Can't get it to go. Waltz with the rebound. She looks to push on the near side, looking down and drag that pivot foot. That's going to be a travel. Turnover back to Colome. So 9-0 here early on. Eureka Bowdle with the lead, looking for their 3rd win in 4 games here today. It's going to be an inbounds in the backcourt. Sadie Heath 2 inbounds. Eureka Bowdle in the full court press. Shippey in the backcourt gets it ahead to Heath. That is Sadie. Now to Katie Heath and gets it in the hands of LaPrath. LaPrath's jumper won't go. Waltz gets the rebound in. Look at that. She looks to push. What a surprise. Down low into the paint and goes out of bounds. And Grace Waltz, just the way she's able to change the game with her speed there. She just gets the rebound. She puts her head down and just goes. Forces a defense to really have to get back quickly when you have a player that does that. Waltz looking to inbounds, gets it to Schlechter. Schlechter falls down and lost the handle of the basketball, and then after that we had a reach in, and it looks like that's going to go against, I believe it was Crystal Geyer. And it is. That's going to be Geyer's first. We got a substitution here as Brittany Frickson, number 30, checks in, along with Tage Buechler, number 12, checks in. So Buechler and Frickson, and then in the backcourt we got a foul going against Samantha Lux. So just like that, this foul is starting to pick up here for Eureka Bowdle. That is their 3rd personal, or 3rd team foul, excuse me. 3 team fouls against Colome. Shippey in the backcourt with it. Nearly loses her dribble. Picks it back up, and she looks to walk it up now. Full court press still. Gets it into the front court. Guarded by Lux. Nearly loses the handle. Ball's on the floor. Bodies after it. Gets it off, and shot underway from LaPrath. Off the mark. Rebound. Offensive board goes to Colome. That was Heath with it. Now Katie Heath's going to drive in. Gets the shot up just in front of the free throw line. Won't go. Foul called. Katie Heath back at the line for a pair of free throws. She is 0 of 2 at the line thus far. Her team trails 9-0 early on in this first quarter. 4.5 to go in the first quarter here. And it's going to be Katie Heath at the line. Pair of free throws. On the season, just about 5 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. Free throw on the way and knocks it in. 1 of 3 from the line now at the free throw line on the season. A 48% free throw shooter. As a team, Colome 60% from the free throw line. Couple of dribbles here, eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. So just like that, Colome now on the board. It's 9-2, Eureka Bowdle on top. Kappenman into the front court with it. Looks for the pass, gets it over to Lux. Lux gonna eye things up at the top of the key. Has Shippey on her, trying to step through the defense. Gets it over to Kappenman, near side wing. Colome switched into a man-to-man defense. Kappenman going to try to drive, lose the hand of the basketball. Gets it back, though. Cross-court pass to Waltz. Waltz fakes, now drives in, passes back out to Kappenman. Kappenman looking inside, 6 on the shot clock. She's got to go. Nice pass down low, and putback won't go. And now we got a jump ball under the floor. No, a foul. I believe that was Lux down low. Had 2 opportunities at the basket and just could not quite get it to go. Samantha Lux fighting hard down low. Had the position, just couldn't quite beat the buzzer. And now on the inbounds, Colome looking up ahead. Kappenman nearly comes away with the steal, nearly takes it out of the Heath's hands. Heath gets it to Shippey. Shippey Cross-court pass. That's going to be Sadie Heath to drive in. Shot up, no good. Foul called. So Sadie Heath will head to the free throw line. It was Katie Heath at the free throw line just moments ago. Sadie now. She is a 56% free throw shooter, averages around 6-7 points a game. At the line here for 2 free throws. A couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and missed everything. Back of the line for one more here. A couple of substitutions come in, as it's going to be number 10, Jesse Lux checking in. Schlechter checks back in as well. They are joined by Frickson, Beekler, and Kappenman on the court. For Colome, it's Shippey. That looks like LaPrath. You got Sadie and Katie Heath and Petersick. And second free throw on the way, off the mark. Fight for the long rebound. Beekler couldn't quite get to it. She was the last one to touch it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay Colome basketball. Colome 2 of 6 here at the free throw line early on. Eureka Bowdle 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Inbounds to Shippey at the top. And her pass goes down low. Shot on the way. That was Bailey Hofine with the shot. And we got the putback and a good. Back the other way. Eureka Bowdle with him. We got a foul on the floor. That one going against, actually, what number did he say? 34. 34 against Green. That's what it is. 34 on the defense. Schlechter now down low from the block. Turns around up with the left off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. So it's going to be an inbounds for Eureka Bowdle. Kappenman to inbounds. And we got an inbounds. Nope, we got a 5-second call. That's going to be a turnover back to Colome. So it's going to be inbounds. Colome, full court press here. Shippey in the backcourt with it. Gets it into the hands of LaPrath. LaPrath up ahead. And now we got a dribble down on the sideline. We got a blocking foul as Hofine had it. And Bailey Hofine, number 15, a 5'9" sophomore forward. Good for about a point or two a game. Couple of rebounds. Couple of free throws. Substitution here for Eureka Bowdle. Geyer is going to check in. And we got 17 fouls already against Eureka Bowdle. Frickson picking up the foul. 1-on-1 situation. Free throw on the way and bounces off the mark from Hofine. But there is Heath with the rebound into the hands of Shippey now. Back to Heath. That is Sadie with the jumper up and good. And don't look now, but Eureka Bowdle has their lead cut to 3, 9-6, 3:11 to go in this first quarter. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDon, Haybuster, Brandt, Prowse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots from all the guys and the staff. Good luck.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the basketball court or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
All right, back for the break. Eureka Bowdle with the basketball. They've had their lead cut to 3. They opened up the game on a 9-0 run. Since then, Colome has scored 6 straight. Kappenman has it on the near side in the front court. She tries to drive left with it, picks it up down low now, and Jesse Lux puts up the shot and gets it to go. How about that? Jesse Lux, the 5'3" sophomore with the bucket. Back the other way, Hofine takes the jumper up and good. Back and forth we go. Energy picking up here now in this first quarter. 11-8 the score. Under 3 to go in this first quarter. Kappenman at the top. Couple of dribbles right. Drives down around the defense. Shot up and blocked out of bounds. Nice job by Sadie Heath. Able to knock the ball out of bounds. Prevents Kappenman from the score. Grace Waltz checking back in. And Jessie Lux after the score. She's going to sit down and rest here. Kappenman going to inbounds under the hoop. Near side baseline with it. Bounce pass down low for Waltz. Waltz under the hoop, unable to score. Rebound. We got two different Cologne. That's not something you see very often. Two different Cologne girls go for the rebound, have it, and with that, that's a travel. And you got more than 2 feet there moving. So it's going to be an inbounds for Eureka Bowdle. And it looks like we have a shot clock situation here, trying to decide did the ball change possession. It did, so it's going to be a 35-second reset. Kappeman to inbounds, looking in for Schlechter. Bounce pass for Schlechter, gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. So it'll be Kappeman to inbounds once again under the hoop. Far side looks to get it in. Still looking, still looking. I've already had one 5-second called against them today, and ball goes through Schlechter's hands. Schlechter picks it back up, and now she's going to go up with a shot with the left hand good. And with that, you got 3 players bound for the basketball. Schlechter opens it up, realizes she had a wide open lane to the hoop. Puts up the shot. Now in the backcourt, we got a foul going against. It's going to be either Kappeman or Beekler who's going to get charged with the foul, and I believe it's going to be Beekler. That is her first. And that will send Shippey to the line for a pair, or for the 1-on-1 situation here. Already 18 fouls. We still have 2:15 to go in this first quarter. Shippey's first free throw off the mark. Kind of surprising to see that. She's an 80% free throw shooter. Up ahead for Beekler. Beekler on the near side to Waltz on the give and go. Nearly carried with it. We got a fight for the basketball. Shippey out of the pack with it. Down the floor into the lane. Up with the right and good. And back the other way. It is Waltz with it. Waltz into the hands of Geyer. Geyer nearly losing it. We got to fight for the basketball. Jump ball, and what's there? A point. It points to Eureka Bowdle. And so it's going to be Eureka Bowdle with the basketball. Kappeman to inbounds. Again, Eureka Bowdle looking for another score here. They're up 13-10. We got a turnover back the other way. It'll go back into the hands of Colome. And so it's going to be Colome basketball. Hoffine gets the inbounds and gets it into the hands now of Hoffine at the elbow. Bounce pass there. Jump shot on the way, and that was Rainey Hermson dropping it in, making a 13-12 ball game. Back the other way. Kappeman driving in at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Schlechter. Through her feet, picks it back up at the sideline and draws the foul. Schlechter now hand line for the free throws here. No, not quite. That's only 5 team fouls against Colome. That'll be Hermson's second. Substitution here is number 35. Lydia Lean checks into the ball game for the Lady Patriots. Kappeman going to sit down and rest. So Lean looking to inbounds. Gets it in to Frickson at the top. Down low for Schlechter from the block. Up with the shot. No good, but a foul called. And this time, Robin Schlechter will be heading to the free throw line. Schlechter on the season, she shoots it about 33% from the field. Averages about 5 points a game. At the line here for a pair. Eyes it up. Free throw on the way and good. 5 points for Schlechter here early on in this first quarter. And Schlechter back at the line here for one more. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. 2 for 2 from the line right there. Robin Schlechter, 15-12 ball game. Eureka Bowdle on top, a minute 15 to go. It is Noteboom with it. She drives in, jumper on the way, just a little bit long, bounces around, won't go in, and Waltz couldn't quite save the ball from going out of bounds. It's going to stay Colome, or no, it did go out of bounds before Waltz got to it. So it's going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball. Frickson has it, and it looks like she'll walk it up the floor now. Into the front court, looks to set things up. At the top, bounce pass to Schlechter at the elbow. Little backdoor action for Lean. Lean out and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. Nice little backdoor action from Schlechter and Lean. Not quite able to hit the basket, but good patience. Throws it back out. Tipped out of bounds. Stays Lady Patriot basketball. It'll be Waltz to inbounds under the hoop, far side baseline. Gets it into Schlechter. In the wing, now down low to Frickson. Frickson in the paint, couldn't get the runner to go. Fight for the rebound. Hoffine had it, gets it into the hands of Heath. Katie Heath with it, back to Shippey, and she'll take it up the floor at the top. Looks to set things up. Swinging around the top of the key. Colome with it, and it is tipped and stolen away. Waltz looks to out and run. Waltz into the paint, up with the shot around Noteboom, and good. And doing it by committee here. Eureka Bowdle in this first quarter. Back the other way. Shippey into the front court. Bounces it to Hoffine. Hoffine, jumper on the way, and good. Bailey Hoffine showing a nice jumper. That mid-range jumper's working. She's knocked in 2 from that range now. Now Schlechter at the free throw line, going to get around Heath. Up with the left, no good on the shot, but a foul called. Schlechter at the line for a pair of free throws. Robin Schlechter having herself a very good game here early on. That foul going against number 32. That is Jacqueline LaPrath, her first. Schlechter at the line here. First free throw on the way and knocks it in. 3 of 3 at the line for Robin Schlechter. She has 7 points. Substitution here, number 44, Elizabeth Yemen checks in. Yemen, a 5'8" freshman forward. At the line, Schlechter, one more. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. Robin Schlechter leaded the way, 8 points in this first quarter for Eureka Bowdle. Back the other way, Shippey has it. She's going to pull from 3 at the buzzer. How about that? Michaela Shippey beating the buzzer 4-3. So at the end of the first quarter, the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots lead this one 19-17 over the Colome Lady Cowgirls. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Corn. Cattle.
Soybeans.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things.
Hogs.
Wheat. But for over 80 years, when they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity, they've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust. My Core Trust Banker.
for operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
And back from the break, getting set here for second quarter action. 8 minutes on the clock here in this first half as the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots up 19-17 over the Colome Lady Cowgirls. 18 fouls for Eureka Bowdle, 7 against Colome. It's Colome with the basketball going right to left on your radio dial. Shippey has it. Her bounce pass is tipped away into the hands of Noteboom. Back to Shippey. She'll try to drive in. Runner from the free throw line, up and good. Good use of the floater by Michaela Shippey at the free throw line. Back the other way, Kappenman. She tries to drive around everyone. Leaves it off for lean. 3 from the corner and hits. How about that? Just like that, the Lady Patriots answer back to 22-19. Both these teams going back and forth here. Now on the other side, Peterson couldn't quite handle the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover back to the Lady Patriots. Substitution here as number 24, Katie Heath, is going to check back in. And it will be Yemen to sit down and rest. So it's going to be Grace Waltz to take it up the floor for Eureka Bowdle. Again, this Eureka Bowdle squad doing it by committee here. Robin Schlechter leads the way with 8 points. Waltz at the top, gets it to Kappenman at the free throw line. She likes to drive with the right, gets it back to Waltz. Waltz down the baseline, losing the handle of the basketball. Out of bounds, tipped out of bounds against Colome, so it'll stay Lady Patriot ball. We have a substitution here, number 14, Clarissa Ringing Shield checks in. 5'8", sophomore guard at number 14, Clarissa Ringing Shield. And now on the inbounds, we got a fight for the basketball. Looks like we'll have a jump ball. Beekler going against Petersick. It's going to stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. So it'll be Kappenman 2 inbounds under the hoop, far side baseline. Looks to get it in now. And looking for Waltz, it finds the hands of Beekler. Now back to Waltz. Waltz going to set up the offense. At the top, dribbling it with the right. Fakes the pass with the right. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Beekler. 8 on the shot clock. Kappenman's going to fire from 3. Off the mark. Rebound though. Waltz right there. Put back up. And no good, but a foul called. So Grace Waltz heading back to the line here where she is 2 of 2 at the line thus far. Foul going against number 24. That is Katie Heath's first personal, team foul number 8. Under 7 to go in this second quarter. Waltz free throw up and good. Waltz will be back at the line for one more here. Robin Schlechter going to check back into this ball game. As Crystal Gower going to sit down and rest. Waltz back at the line for one more. Couple of dribbles. Eyes it up. Shot on the way and off the mark. Rebound goes to Clarissa Ringingshield. Ringingshield up the floor into the hands of Petersick. Down low with the shot. Petersick up and good. Eureka Bowdle going back the other way. Waltz has it on the near side wing up top to Kappenman, swinging around the top of the key. Beekler down low to Kappenman, and it is tipped and stolen away by Shippey. Spins around one defender. Nice pass to Ringingshield. Ringingshield up with the jumper and good. Both these teams going back and forth. It's now tied at 23 apiece. Waltz now has her dribble. It is ticked and stolen away. Ringingshield picking the pocket of Waltz. Gets it into the hands of Shippey. Colome with a chance to take the lead for the first time here today. Down low for Ringingshield. She'll try another jumper. Left this one short, but it bounces in. And just like that, Colome with their first lead of the day. 25-23. Back the other way. Waltz has it at the top. Couple of dribbles. Now we'll try to drive with the left. Leaves it out. Kappenman for 3, and she hits. That's all Harley Kappenman does is hit from 3. She is 2 of 2, or not 2 of 2, but she's knocked down 2 threes here today. Geyer and Samantha Luck's going to check back in, but in the last few games I've seen Kappenman, all she does is just make three-pointer after three-pointer. Looking back at some of their old stats here. Yeah, against Zeeland, she made a 3 and over. Schlechter with the shot, no good. Hoffine there for the rebound. We got a foul on the floor. Push on the floor, and it's going to send Hoffine to the line for the free throw. So Bailey Hoffine at the line here. 1-and-1 situation. Foul going against Jessie Lux, her first. Substitution here. Frickson going to check in. Schlechter going to sit down and rest. And ref's getting everything squared away, telling the players what the deal is. 1-on-1 situation. Eureka Bowdle leads by 3, 28-25. At the line, Hoffine free throw on the way, off the mark. Good box out there by Lux, and she outlets it, and now Eureka Bowdle running. Frickson now down low, shot up and good. Count it, and one more coming. Great passing by Eureka Bowdle, getting it up the floor. Frickson able to hit underneath, draws the contact, and now heads to the line for a free throw. 30-25, going for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Frickson at the line, couple of dribbles, shoots it up and off the mark. Short rebound to Ringingshield. And in the backcourt, nope, Eureka Bowdle will drop back into the half-court defense. It's going to be Heath with it at the top. That is Sadie. Sadie back to Ringingshield, into the hands of Hoffine. Down low for Katie Heath, and nearly has it stolen. Gets it out for Shippey. Shippey back to Heath, into the corner. Sadie drives around the defense, loses the basketball. Ball goes flying there. We got a foul called against Eureka Bowdle. That will send Sadie Heath to the line for a pair of free throws. That foul going against Samantha Lux, picking up her third here with 4:39 to go in this second quarter. Heath at the line. First free throw on the way and off the mark. And substitution as Petersick is going to check back in, along with that Hermson, or was that a new number 22? Cheyenne Doherty checking in. Number 22, Cheyenne Doherty, 5'6" junior guard. Heath at the line for one more. Free throw on the way and bouncing around and in. Another substitution here as LaPrath is going to check back in. Going to be Jessie Lux to inbounds. Gets it into Waltz, and Waltz will walk it up the floor. Her team up 30-26 here. 4.5 to go in this second quarter. Waltz has it at the top, gets it to Lux. Lux down low to Frickson. Frickson from the block, up and good. Brittany Frickson and Tage Beekler gives this Eureka Bowdle squad some very good minutes off the bench. Up ahead now, we got a 3 from Doherty, and she's able to bank it in. How about that? finds the edge of the backboard. Cheyenne Doherty has only played 20 seconds and knocks down a 3. 4 minutes to go in this first half. 32-29 ball game. We got a high-scoring game here. Frickson at the top gets it over to Geyer. Geyer into the corner. Kappeman for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, though. Lux gets it to Frickson from the block. Won't go. Lux gets the rebound again. Out to Kappeman on the far side wing. Cross-court pass to Frickson. Frickson now at the top. Looks to set things up. Pulls it out. Sets up the play. Dribbles it to the right. Passes it back to the left to Lux. Into the corner. Kappeman. 3 from the corner and buries it. Harley Kappeman. She has 9 points, all from beyond the arc. Back the other way. Shippey into the front court. Down low for Hoffine. Hoffine back to Doherty. Doherty going to try from 3. Left it just short and good blocking out by Eureka Bowdle. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Patriot basketball as Matrix and Noteboom checks back in for the Lady Cowgirls, as it does Sadie Heath. And back the other way, it's going to be Frickson to take it up the floor in the backcourt. And she'll walk into the front court, 35-29. Both teams double bonus the rest of this half. Frickson at the top, passes over for Kappeman. Kappeman tries for a 3, missed it. Short Waltz with the great hustle, couldn't quite save it. Gets it in the hands of Noteboom. Noteboom will run it up the floor. Gets it over to Shippey on the far side. Now down low for Petersick. Turnaround jumper from the block, off the mark. And Heath able to come in for the rebound. Shot up, no good, but a foul called. Sadie Heath heading to the line for a pair of free throws. This foul going against Grace Waltz. That is her third. So Grace Waltz with 3, Samantha Lux with 3. At the line, Heath eyes it up, shot on the way, and good. Substitution here as Katie Heath is going to check in, and Robin Schlechter in as well. Waltz going to have to sit down with those 3 fouls. Would be surprised if we see Waltz and Lux again before this half is over. Heath at the line for one more. Free throw on the way, and good. So Sadie Heath, after missing her first 3, has knocked down 3 in a row now. 3 of 6 at the line. 35-31, 2:45 to go in this first half. Frickson over to Kappeman. Down low for Schlechter. Backing down her defender. Up with the shot with the left, and no. We got to travel before the shot. From my angle, that looked like a very good move by Robin Schlechter, but it looked like she must have dragged her pivot foot. She backed down the defender, got the shot up with the left, back the other way. Colome with it. Down low, and we got to drive into the paint. Shot up, foul called, and Petersick in the head of the line for a pair of free throws. This foul going against Crystal Geyer. That is her third. So Eureka battling some big foul trouble here. 3 players with 3 fouls. Petersick at the line, misses the first. Beekler going to check in. Geyer's going to sit down. Geyer, Lux, Waltz, each with 3 personal fouls. At the line, Petersick for one more. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and good. So it'll be Frickson to take the ball up the floor at the top of the key. This is where the experience that Frickson and Beekler got early in the season really helps this Lady Patriot squad. Even Jesse Lux down low for Schlechter now. They're going to need some big minutes from these girls. Schlechter now at the block trying to find a passing lane. We got a 5-second call. That's going to be a turnover back to Colome. So just like that, Colome has the chance to tie up this ball game once again. 35-32. Shippey in the backcourt gets it into the hands of Sadie. Sadie Heath with it on the far side. Down low to Petersick at the elbow. Back to Heath. Up top, Shippey, 3 from the top of the key. A little strong rebound right there. Katie Heath with the putback won't go, but a foul called. Katie Heath now at the line. Robin Schlechter picking up the foul. And that is Schlechter's first. So Schlechter with 1 personal team foul over the limit. Heath at the line. Free throw on the way and bounces in. Katie Heath back of the line for one more. Minute 56 to go in this first half. Colome and Eureka Bowdle combining for 68 first half points. Second free throw on the way and off the mark. It'll be Eureka Bowdle going the other way. That is Kappenman with it. Up top, Frickson eyes the three, tries the three, and off the mark. Just goes out. Went in and out. Petersick with the rebound, passed it up ahead, and it's stolen by Beekler now. She hands it off to Frickson. Frickson going to set things up at the top. Gets it over to Kappenman on the far side, down low for Schlechter. Backing down her defender, up with the left, had it partially blocked. Jesse Lux there for the rebound, couldn't get the putback. Frickson now drives in with the layup in the lane, up and good. Brittany Frickson, 6 points in this quarter, and back the other way. Sadie Heath looking for no boom, passes it out of bounds. It'll go back to Eureka Bowdle. It seems like anytime Colome gets close, they have a chance to tie, take the lead, or they do tie it up. Eureka Bowdle just goes on a little mini run. Back into the ball game, it's Clarissa Ringing Shield and Bailey Hoffine. Minute 15 to go in this second quarter. 37-33 is the lead. Eureka Bowdle on top. Kappenman on the far side. Up top for Frickson now. Gets over to Lux. Lux on the near side. Down low into Frickson. Tries to shoot through the defense. Off the mark with the shot. Partially blocked out of bounds. It'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. A minute on the clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kappenman at the line, or excuse me, on the baseline, the near side. Inbounds up top for Beekler. Now over to Frickson on the far side. Into the corner, Kappenman. She's going to try from three from the corner. A little strong. Shippey gets the rebound and pushing into the front court. Around the defense, shot up, foul called. And Michaela Shippey will be heading to the line for a pair of free throws. Shippey today with 5, 6, 7 points. She is 0 of 1 at the free throw line. Averages about 12 on the season. At the line for two right here. 49 seconds on the clock. First half. First free throw up and nothing but nylon. At the line for one more now. Michaela Shippey with it. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. A 79% free throw shooter on the season. Second one on the way and left it strong. Frickson with the rebound up ahead for Schlechter. Tipped and stolen away. Heath with it, gets it over to Shippey. 40 seconds to go in this first half. Nice crossover by Shippey. Floater in the lane. Can't quite get it to go. Rebound Frickson. Frickson looks to push on the near side with it. Now slows it up into the front court. At the top, sets things up. Zone defense from Colome here. Passes it near side to Lux. Back to Frickson at the top. They can hold for last shot here. 18 seconds to go. Kappenman on the far side. Up top for Frickson. 12 on the clock in this first half. Kappenman in the corner. Down low for Schlechter. Turn around and face. Back to Kappenman. Steps in. Jumper on the way. No good. Beekler with the rebound. 4 on the clock. Down low for Frickson. Frickson up with the shot. No good, but a foul called. Frickson at the line now for a pair of free throws with 1.4 seconds to go in this first half. That foul going against a Ringing Shield. That is her second. Frickson, how about the game she's having off the bench? 6 points, playing some good defense, good hustle plays on the rebounding. Missed the first free throw there. But Frickson's been all over this game. Her fingerprints all over this basketball game, especially here in this second quarter. At the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and bounces short and goes in. Inbounds to Shippey, a three-quarter court heave at the buzzer, no good. So at the end of the first half, the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots lead this one 38-34. We're going to take a quick break, come back with some halftime numbers on KMLO. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Art's Body Shop in Eureka. Art's Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
At Couch Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap it to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snack sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Couch Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Can't find the words to say how you feel this Valentine's Day? Whether you're going for heartfelt, funny, or pure love, my arranged bouquets and greeting cards say it for you. Hi, gentlemen and ladies alike. This is Caitlin from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. Get my grab-and-go bouquets from both Pop's Grocery Shop in Harriet and Ken's Food Fair in Eureka. Or stop in to pick out a card and place your order today. Remember, it's never too early. Call 284-2393. Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
And it is halftime here in Highmore Auditorium as the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots and the Colome Lady Cowgirls combine for 72 first-half points as the Lady Patriots of Eureka Bowdle leads at 38-34, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out here and helping us get on air for you to call this wonderful high school basketball on a nice, cool, crisp Saturday morning. The sun was coming up. Driving over to Highmore from Mobridge, got to see the sunrise, literally got to drive down as the sun was coming up. It was a very gorgeous sight. So let's go ahead and take a look at some halftime numbers, starting with the visiting Cowgirls of Colome, as a lot to do it by committee scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different girls have scored for Colome. They are led by Michaela Shippey. She has 8 points, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, knocked in a 3 as well. Sadie Heath has 7, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Clarissa Ringingshield, Bailey Hoffine with 4 apiece. Cheyenne Doherty, Libby Petersek, and Katie Heath with 3 apiece. Katie Heath, all 3 of hers coming from the free throw line. Libby Petersek, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Doherty knocked in a 3. As a team, Colome 8 of 19 from the free throw line. I talked about it before the game. What team's better player can step up? What team can make free throws? What team can take care of the basketball? Right now, Colome, 8 of 19 from the free throw line. We'll see what halftime adjustments each team makes. We're going to take another quick break, come back, and get you some Eureka Bowdle halftime stats. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth. Tonight, they cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please
Pass the chips and my pop. No, that's my pop and don't that walk.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin. Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
All right, that was a quick break here as it's still halftime here in Highmore. The Eureka Bowdle Lady girls basketball team back out on the floor. Let's go ahead and run down some halftime stats for them as they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players have scored for them as well. Harley Kappenman leads the way with 9 points, all from beyond the arc. Robin Schlechter has 8 points, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Off the bench, Brittany Frickson having herself a very, very good game. 7 points, 1 of 3 at the free throw line, rebounds, steals, running the offense. And then the rest of the team, it is Grace Waltz with 5, battling some foul trouble. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lydia Lean knocked in a 3 off the bench, and then it is Jessie Lux, Samantha Lux, and Crystal Geyer with 2 apiece. Again, talked about it before the game. Free throws, what team's best players can step up, and what team can turn the ball over the least. Well, Colome is 8 of 19 from the free throw line. Eureka Bowdle is 8 of 10 from the free throw line. 80% compared to almost 50% or under 50% over there. Eureka Bowdle, your Harley Kappenman stepped up. She has 9. Robin Schlechter down low with 8. Brittany Frickson, 7 points off the bench. Grace Waltz battling some foul trouble just with 5. But the entire Eureka Bowdle team, their best players are stepping up and having a game you'd want to see. For the other end, I got to believe that Cologne will pick it up. They're only down 4, and they haven't really had that great of a half. Eureka Bowdle battling foul trouble. So we'll see what team for Cologne is. A little more consistency for Eureka Bowdle. Can they stay out of foul trouble? They were in the bonus in the first few minutes of that first quarter. So we'll see what happens here. Both teams out on the floor, warm up. We're going to take one last quick break, come back for second half action. That's right. The second half tip-off brought to you by MDU is following this 60-second timeout.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDon, Haybuster, Brandt, Rouse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots from all the guys and the staff. Good luck.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the basketball court or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
All right, we are getting set for some second half action. Girls high school basketball from Highmore, South Dakota, part of the Highmore Action Classic. As it was the first game of the day, it was Eureka Bowdle boys basketball falling to Hitchcock-Tulare 42-33. The Lady Patriots hold a 4-point lead over the Colome Lady Cowgirls. Foul trouble to watch in this second half as Crystal Geyer, Grace Waltz, and Samantha Lux each with 3 fouls. But the spark off the bench, Brittany Frickson, Lydia Lean, Jessie Lux have combined for 12 points off the bench for the Lady Patriots of Eureka Bowdle. Harley Kappenman, all she does is knock down 3-pointers. She's knocked in 3 from beyond the arc. She has 9 points that way. In her last game against Strasburg-Zeeland, she knocked in a 3 and had 2 free throws. In the game before that against Potter County, she knocked in 3 threes. So she's good for a 3 or 2 a game, it seems like. That's all she does is 3s or free throws. Hey, start of the second half, it's going to be Colome with the basketball. Same starting 5 for them. The start of the game for Eureka Bowdle, it looks like the same starting 5 as well. Lux, Kappenman, Geyer, Waltz, and Schlechter. For Colome, it is Shippey, Noteboom, Hermson, Heath, and Heath. That's Sadie and Katie Heath. And so it looks like we had a wet spot on the floor. Refs want to get things dried up. You don't want a player slipping and falling here. So it is going to be Heath to inbounds. That's going to be Sadie Heath. Colome will be going left to right on your radar dial. Eureka Bowdle going right to left. Colome in the Kelly green with the white trim and white numbers. Eureka Bowdle in the home white with the blue and red trim and blue numbers. And excuse me, it's Hoffine getting the start here in this second half instead of Hermsen. So Hoffine, otherwise it's the two Heath girls, Noteboom and Shippey. Second half of action here underway, and Colome with the basketball. It's going to be Shippey into the front court with it. She'll hand it off for Noteboom. Noteboom on the far side, beyond the arc. Passes out, now up top for Heath, back to Noteboom. Noteboom, her pass goes sailing, and Shippey saved it from going out of bounds. So at the top, Heath set things up. That's Sadie. Noteboom now. Nearly lost the dribble. Back to Shippey. Now at the free throw line, Hoffine turns around. We got 10 seconds on the clock. Noteboom finds a free spot. Gets the jumper up and off the mark. Schlechter with the rebound. Good defense there by Eureka Bowdle. Waltz up ahead for Lux, trying to get around the defense here. Goes baseline, passes out. Capperman 4-3 off the mark on that one. Rebound to Waltz. Waltz up for Lux. Lux going to pull it out and set things up. Capperman, all she does is fire from three. And how about Brittany Frickson off the bench? She's hit a couple of twos there. This team, this Eureka Bowdle team gets better and better each week. Schlechter drives in, draws the foul at the line for the free throw line. Like, that's one thing. That just shows the improvement right there. Robin Schlechter at the beginning of the season, she was not looking for a shot there. She was not driving. Now later on the season, as the game improves, she's knowing where she can find her offense right there at the line. Free throw on the way and good. Robin Schlechter did not score in that second quarter. She has 9 points now. Again, each team with 8 different girls scoring. 16 different girls today have scored. That's impressive in its own right there. 40-34, Schlechter making both those free throws. Back the other way, Colome, Hoffine driving down, loses the basketball, looking for Heath, goes out of bounds, and just like that, another turnover back to Eureka Bowdle. So it's going to be Waltz to bring it up the floor into the front court. Again, she has 3 personal fouls. Gets over to Lux on the near side. Lux trying to get it down low. Finds Geyer just in front of the free throw line. Jumper on the way. No good. As Waltz able to save it from going out of bounds, but then it was last touched by Schlechter, so it goes back out of bounds. So it's going to be Colome basketball. Shippey is going to walk it up the floor for the Lady Cowgirls into the front court. Guarded by Lux. Gets it to Katie Heath. Now Katie waiting for the offense to develop. Back to Shippey on the far side in the wing. Eureka Bowdle in the man-to-man defense. Now it's Sadie. Back to Shippey. Up top for Hoffine. Hoffine going to drive down. Leaves it off for Katie Heath up top for Shippey. 12 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to drive up with the left shot up and gets it to go. Count it, and one more coming. Michaela Shippey, she's just so smooth with how she operates there. The 5'3" sophomore guard still has a few years here in high school. This is a girl that I could easily see playing at the next level. Definitely has the skill, has the free throw up and good, has the wherewithal, has the moves. Shippey is definitely a girl you could be seeing playing at the college level. At the top, Lux has it, sets things up. Her team up 3 here. Cross-court pass back to Capperman. She's going to try a 3 from the corner. Off the mark. Geyer saves it from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Hoffine. Hoffine in the backcourt. Up ahead for Noteboom. Noteboom going to bring it into the front court. At the top now. Sets things up, and Lux nearly comes away with the steal. Shippey has it. She looks to drive, and she loses the handle. Has it in the corner now. And back to Heath. Now we got a timeout as Coach Foss wants to talk things over. 5:45 to go in this third quarter. 40-37, Eureka Bowdle on top. You're listening to KMLO. We're back in 30.
Corn. Cattle.
Soybeans.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things. Hogs, wheat. But for over 80 years, when they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity, they've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust.
My Core Trust Banker.
For operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
And we are back from the break. The Colome Lady Cowgirls with it. 21 on the shot clock. And it is going to be Sadie Heath to inbounds. 40-37 is the score, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. Heath looks to get it in now. Up top for Mark, able to get her own rebound. She drives in, free throw line jumper on the way, and Lux gets the rebound. She has a teammate up ahead. Didn't quite see her in time. Probably, even if she did, might have been better to not pass that like she did. So good job by Lux. She looks up, gets it to Waltz. Back to Lux at the top. Now back to Waltz on the near side, looking to work it around the top of the key. Lux to Waltz, back to Lux, back to Waltz. Waltz picks up her dribble, passes it up top for Lux. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Eureka Bowdle's got to move. Gets over to Geyer on the far side. Tries to drive baseline. Nothing doing. Cross-court pass to Waltz. She's got to put a shot up and not in time. Ball goes out of bounds, but there is still a minute on the shot clock. Beekler is going to check in along with Petersick. So Waltz is going to have to inbounds this, and whoever corrals the inbounds is going to have to put a shot up almost immediately. I don't even think there's a time to dribble here. Waltz inbounds it to Lux and fires up a deep three. That hit the rim. Fight for the rebound, and Sadie Heath gets the board. Colome with a chance to tie this game back up once again. Sadie Heath at the top. Looking, gets it to Petersick. Petersick guarded by Beekler. Now into the hands of Hoffine. Hoffine looking in, trying to find a route. Gets it over into the hands of Petersick. Petersick looks in, gets it back to Hoffine. Hoffine fires for the jumper off the mark with the shot, but we got a foul called. And who's that foul going to go against? Looks like it's going to go against Grace Waltz. That is Waltz's fourth personal. So we have a couple of substitutions checking in here. Hoffine at the line, free throw on the way, and good. Kappenman going to check back in. So Kappenman back into the game. Waltz is going to sit down and rest. Hoffine back at the line for one more here. Free throw on the way, and left it a little long, but it does bounce in. We got a substitution here as number 20, Rainey Hermson, checks in. So Hermson back into the game for the first time in this second half. Under 4 to go in this third quarter. It is a 1-point game at the top. That's going to be Lux with it. Passes it near side for Frickson, who just recently checked in. Frickson had a good first half there. Let's see what she can do for an encore in the second half. Down low pass goes to Beekler. Couldn't quite handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover back to Colome. And just like that, Colome with their first chance. Well, not their first, but with a chance to take the lead for the first time here. They have not led yet today. They have tied it up a few times. Shippey into the front court. Gets it to Hermson. Hermson, she'll try a couple of dribbles. Back to Shippey on the near side. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Colome basketball. So it'll be Sadie Heath, 2 inbounds on the baseline. Near side with it. Looks to get it in now. Heath still looking. Bounce pass into Shippey. Down low for Hermson. Hermson. And we got a foul call as Hermson went to pass it out. Looked like the ball was tipped. Instead, it's going to be a foul on Kappenman. Harley Kappenman picking up her second. So Waltz has 4, Geyer has 3, Lux has 3, Kappenman has 2. Inbounds to Petersick. Shot from the block, up and good. And just like that, the Lady Cowgirls from Colome have their first lead of this game, 43-42. Frickson, near side pass to Kappenman in the wing. Back up top for Frickson. Frickson looking in, back to Kappenman. Kappenman's going to drive in around the defense. Nice bounce pass, Geyer. Her baseline jumper is blocked out of bounds, and Kappenman going to save it from out of bounds, something she didn't need to do. The ball was going to go out of bounds. It was going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball. Either way, Colome's going to be on defense or on offense. Shippey in the backcourt with it, gets it into the front court. She is guarded by Lux at the top. Picks up her dribble, passes over for Hermson. Now bounce pass to Heath. Heath with the jumper on the way, no good. Petersick with the long board, and Beekler is going to get charged with the foul. So Petersick will head to the line for a pair of free throws. She is 1 of 2 at the line thus far. Beekler picking up her second. That sends Petersick at the line on the day. Petersick is 1 of 2. First free throw up and good. Petersick back at the line for one more. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up. Shot on the way and round and in. 3 of 4 at the free throw line. She has 5 points. Now, Colome with their biggest lead of the game, 45-43. Frickson at the top, looking to set things up. Passes left, near side to Lux, beyond the arc in the wing. Couple of dribbles, trying to get around the defense. Now to Beekler, to Kappenman. Cross-court pass, looking for Frickson. Nearly tipped and nearly stolen. Geyer trying to save it from out of bounds, cannot do so. Another turnover back to Colome, and Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. Her team trails by 3, 2:20 to go in this third quarter. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle, may you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
So after the timeout, it's going to be Colome with the basketball. They find themselves ahead now, 45-42, 2:20 to go in this third quarter, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. We'll see what adjustments were made here after this timeout. Shippey gets it into the front court, around everyone, passes it down for Sadie Heath, down from the block, up with the shot, and good. And just like that, Colome starting to extend their lead. 5-point lead. Back the other way, Lux. She is able to draw the foul. That might be against Shippey. If it is, that'll be just her first. No, this one's going to go against Heath. That'll be Sadie Heath's second. The way Eureka Bowdle has played this game, by no means are they out of it. They just need to get some scoring here. Just 4 points in this third quarter. Frickson looks to inbounds, gets it up top for Lux. Lux back down low for Frickson, up with the left and good, and just like that, there's the scoring. Brittany Frickson, 9 points on the evening. Back the other way, Heath up ahead for Hermson, down low, nice pass to Petersick, and nice finish. Great pass by Hermson to the cutting Petersick on the give and go. Back the other way, Frickson going right to left on your rated out. Her team still down 5, 49-44. Beekler on the near side wing, down low for Schlechter, turn around into the double team. Draws the foul. It'll be an inbounds for Eureka Bowdle under the hoop. That foul going against Rainey Hermson. And that will be, looks like number 4 on her. So Rainey Hermson just picking up her 4th. That'll bring Katie Heath back into this ball game. So it'll be Frickson 2 inbounds onto the hoop, near side. Looking to get it in. 14 fouls against Eureka Bowdle, 3 against Colome. And before the shot, Robin Schlechter traveled. So that's going to be a turnover back to Colome. Hoffine checking back into this game. Again, the foul is not as prominent here in this third quarter. Just 4 against Eureka Bowdle, 3 against Colome. In the first quarter, both teams were already in the bonus at this point. Shippey is going to walk it into the front court. At the top, gets it to Katie Heath at the free throw line. Back up top, Shippey. 3 from the top of the key, off the mark, missed a long ball, goes out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Lady Patriots. So it'll be Beekler 2 inbounds on the sideline, far side. She has Lux in the backcourt with her. Into the front court now. Samantha Lux at the top. Sets things up. Passes it near side Frickson. Down low for Schlechter. Turnaround, spin around. Shot with the right in the lane. Counted, and one more coming. How about that move from Robin Schlechter? Faked left. Tried to go left first. It didn't work. Pulled a little Hakeem Olajuwon, if you will. Back with the right, the up and under. Shot up and good. At the line, Robin Schlechter there. One more coming. She is 6 of 6 from the free throw line thus far. Free throw on the way and off the mark. Missed it long. Rebound goes to Colome. It'll be Katie Heath to walk it up. 49-46, under a minute to go in this third quarter. LaPrath on the far side. She's going to drive baseline, passes it down for Sadie. Sadie under the hoop, couldn't quite get it to go. Good defense, good rebound by Schlechter. She's going to outlet it to Lux. Samantha Lux driving at the top now, sets things up. Couple of dribbles now, passes it over near side here to Beekler. Beekler looking down low, nothing doing, gets it to Geyer on the baseline. Jumper on the way, off the mark and fight for the rebound. We got a push, and I believe that's going to be an over the back against Lux. It is. So Samantha Lux just picked up her fourth. Samantha Lux, Grace Waltz with 4 for Eureka Bowdle, and Rainey Hermson with 4 for Colome. Lux is going to sit down. Kappenman back into the ball game. Kappenman's good for a 3 at any time. Hasn't hit one yet in this third quarter. She gets an open shot, she'll try it. Shot clock turned off. Shippey at the top, guarded by Beekler, and Beekler steals it away, trying to pass it up ahead. Nothing. It was stolen back. Shippey now at the top of the key. Gets it over for LaPrath, up top for Shippey. 15 seconds on the clock. Heath in the wing. Katie Heath, free throw line jumper. Ball goes out of bounds, saved from going out of bounds. Now we got a foul on the other side. It's going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball. Foul is going against LaPrath. That'll be her second. And it's going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball. 8 seconds on the clock. They have a chance to tie it here before the end of the quarter. Down low for Schlechter, going for the easy 2 and able to knock it in. Good execution there by the Eureka Bowdle offense at the end of the quarter. 49-48, Colome with the lead. Stay tuned, we got a good one on our hands. 8 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter action after this 60-second timeout.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Arts Body Shop in Eureka. Arts Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
All right, we got a good one here as the Colome Lady Cowgirls lead the Lady Patriots of Eureka Bowdle by a score of 49-48. Fourth quarter action going to be a good one here. And it's going to be Eureka Bowdle with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. Into the hands of Frickson on the near side. Up top for Beekler now. Swings around looking, still at the top with it, hands it off to Kappenman. Kappenman now looks to drive. Back out to Beekler, now to Kappenman. Nearly traveled, kept her pivot foot though. Beekler up top, Kappenman. She's going to now look to run it in and lose the handle of the basketball. Shippey out with it, trying to get around 2 defenders. Up with the shot and off the mark, but a foul called. Shippey heading to the line for a pair of free throws. And had a couple of Eureka Bowdle girls around the area. That foul is going to go against, it looks like Frickson. That'll be Brittany Frickson's third personal. Shippey at the line for a pair of free throws. Missed the first. At the line for one more. Waiting for the refs here. And it will be Shippey at the line for one more. Free throw on the way and good. 7:32 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 2-point ball game. Colome on top. Frickson has it for the Lady Patriots. Into the hands of Geyer. She's going to drive baseline with the left around the defense. Up with the shot. No good. Rebound to Petersick. Up ahead for Shippey. Good job by Beekler to hustle and get in front of Shippey. And Shippey able to absorb the contact and get the shot up and good. What a game by Michaela Shippey. 8 points in that first half. She has 14 now. Beekler into the hands of Geyer. Geyer into the paint. Frickson with the jumper up and good. Brittany Frickson having herself a good game for this Lady Patriot squad. Shippey now left alone, and she drives down. Beekler comes in and gives Shippey a little shove. That's going to be a foul against Beekler, and it'll be on the floor. As looks like we're having a little discussion here from the refs. And wait, who are they calling the foul against there? I thought it was on Beekler. No, it's going to be on Frickson. Oh, that's big. So Frickson just picked up her 4th personal. And Shippey is at the line for a pair of free throws. No, 1-and-1 situation. Free throw on the way and off the mark. So it'll be a rebound for Eureka Bowdle, and Lady Patriots with it. Lady Patriots with the basketball. Kappeman has it. She drives down around the free throw line. A lot of contact, and looks like we got a foul going against Elizabeth Yemen. That'll be her first personal. That'll be team foul number 6. And so it'll be Eureka Bowdle at the under the hoop. Inbounds goes to Schlechter from the block. Up with the left, off the mark. Rebound goes to Heath. Sadie Heath trying to drive in now. At the top, looks to set things up. Gets it to Noteboom on the far side. Noteboom still has it on the wing with it. Petersick at the free throw line. Drives down from the block. Up with a shot, no good, but a foul call. Libby Petersick had in the line for a pair of free throws. That foul going against, looked like it was Jessie Lux. That'll be her second. So that will send Petersick to the line. Off the mark with the first one. She'll be back at the line for one more. So Petersick at the line for one more here. Free throw on the way, off the mark. Beekler able to secure the rebound. Colome up by 2 still. 6 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Lux to Beekler. Beekler on the near side. Into the corner. Geyer with it. Back up top. Swinging around the top of the key. Jessie Lux to Beekler. Swings over to Kappeman. She's going to drive in. Bounce pass for Lux. Lux back to Kappeman. She's now going to try a 3, and there it is. Harley Kappeman giving Eureka Bowdle back the lead, 53-52. Back the other way, Colome with it. Schlechter comes away with the steal and then picks up or draws the foul. So Schlechter, nice job, gets the steal. Now she's heading the line for the 1-on-1 situation. So this team, this game going back and forth. Colome had the lead. Eureka Bowdle retakes it. LaPrath and Katie Heath and Ringing Shield checking back into the ball game. Schlechter at the line for the 1-and-1 situation. Refs making sure everything's good here, and he gets the ball to Schlechter. Schlechter a couple dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and off the mark, rebound. Ball goes careening, and Kappeman able to come away with the rebound, and then throws it right into the hands of Shippey. Shippey in the backcourt with it. She gets it into the front court now. On the near side, free throw line, Katie Heath drives in and gets a little, that was a tough little runner that Katie Heath was able to score on down low. Retaking the lead, 54-53. Kappeman at the top. Now will drive in, tries to get around the defense. A lot of contact there, actually. Kappeman trying to drive through 2 different Colome girls. There was hands all over. No foul called. Instead, they call a travel on Kappeman. Frickson is going to check back in. Frickson has been a great spark off the bench. She has 4 fouls. Got to be careful, but offensively, defensively, she just gives you so much in this game. Shippey in the corner in the backcourt. Up ahead for Petersick. Petersick stops, passes off. Schlechter nearly stole it. Katie Heath with it around the defense. Shot up, no good. Foul called. Schlechter picking up the foul. That will send Katie Heath to the line for a pair of free throws. Katie Heath today at the line, 3 of 6 shooting. At the line here for 2 more. Free throw on the way and good. Nothing but net on that first one. Back to a 2-point lead. Back of the line for one more here now. Katie Heath eyes it up, shot on the way, and good. So just like that, back to a 3-point game with 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Frickson at the top, gets it over to Beekler on the near side, down low for Schlechter. Schlechter from the block, up with the left, no good on the shot, but drew the foul, heading in the line for a pair of free throws. Robin Schlechter doing a great job here down low tonight at the free throw line once again. She was 6 of 6 before missing her last 2, so she's 6 of 8 now at the line here. Katie Heath just picked up her 4th personal. Schlechter knocking down the first free throw. Ringing Shield and Heath going to sit down as Sadie Heath and Hoffine back into this game. Schlechter at the line for one more here. Joined by Jessie Lux, Crystal Geyer, Brittany Frickson, and Beekler. Free throw up and good. And just like that, Robin Schlechter knocks down 2 free throws. Back the other way. Colome has it. Sadie Heath going to pull up for the jumper off the mark. Frickson with the rebound, and she looks to push. Has a teammate up ahead. Gets it to Schlechter. Schlechter down low. Had it stolen out of her hands, out of bounds. So it'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. And I think Coach Foss asking why there wasn't a travel there against one of the Lady Patriots players. I think and ref turned around, showed bobbling there. So Frickson on the inbounds up top for Schlechter. Back near side now. Frickson, she's going to drive in around the defense, nearly lose the handle. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow points toward the Lady Cowgirls. 1-point game. 4.5 minutes to go in this ball game. As we've got a close one here. Shippey into the front court with it. At the top, she's going to slow things up and set it up. Gets the offense into position. Gets it over to Sadie Heath. Now to Petersick at the free throw line. Up top for Shippey. Nearly lose the handle. Picks it up. She's going to fire from the free throw line and draws the contact. Tage Beekler picking up the foul. So Tage Beekler picking up foul number 3. So 4:15 to go here. You wonder how long that Coach Sandmeyer will leave Waltz and Lux on the bench with their 4 fouls. Shippey's first free throw up and good. Waltz just the change of speed that she gives you on the floor. Lux being able to ball handle at the top of the key, running the offense. How long will Coach Sandmeyer elect to leave this group on the floor? At the line, Shippey, one more. Couple of dribbles now. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks it in. 58-55, 4:14 to go in this ball game. At the top, Frickson has it. Passes it near side now. That is Beekler. Now back up top to Frickson, and Lux and Waltz getting set to check back in. Geyer's going to drive baseline, pulls up for the shot. Left it just a bit short. Ball goes on the floor, and who's it last touched on? There were 2 girls battling on it. Refs are going to converge, and they're going to say Colome basketball. Waltz and Lux into the game. Schlechter and that is Jessie Lux sitting down. So you got Grace Waltz, Brittany Frickson, Samantha Lux on the floor, each with 4 fouls. Beekler guarding Shippey. Shippey into the front court, around everyone. Bounce pass to Hermsen. Hermsen with the shot up and good. Hermsen on the floor with 4 fouls as well. Knocks that one in 55-50. Or excuse me, 55-50, 55-60. Colome on top, and now Waltz looking for Lux. Thought Lux was cutting. Lux was not, and Waltz throws it out of bounds. 3:33 to go in this ball game. Eureka Bowdle trying to stay in this one. They are down 5. Need a steal or a easy bucket, and there's a steal right there. Brittany Frickson right on cue. Brittany Frickson into the front court. Now they need a bucket here. Waltz into the hands of Beekler. Now back to Geyer. Geyer. Beekler on the far side wing. Under 3 to go. Up top for Lux. Lux now picks up her dribble, gets it back to Waltz. Waltz going to try to drive it around. Hermsen up with the shot, no good. And Sadie Heath there with the rebound. Sadie Heath looks to push into the front court. At the top now, sets things up, passes it near side to Shippey. Shippey into the free throw line. That's Hoffine driving down, jumper on the way, and good. Colome so deep on the bench, they can bring anyone in. Bailey Hoffine with the jumper. Clarissa Ringing Shields knocked down a few. Petersick, and with that, we got a timeout as Colome stretches their lead to 7. You are listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 60.
We are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap it to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snacks, sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Kauk's Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
And back from the timeout, 55-62. Eureka Bowdle trailing with 2:25 to go in this game, courtesy of your Real Tough scoreboard. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors, Jensen Rock and Sand, South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, CHS Northern Plains, Campbell County Collision, Division of Consumer Protection. The Longo Court brought to you by MDU, Tip-Off, Highway Safety, Player of the Game, Venture Communications, Real Tough Scoreboard, and the rest of our sponsors. We will run those down again, but a thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us with this broadcast. Beekler down low to Schlechter. She looks to back down her defender. Up with the right on the hook shot. No good on the shot, but a foul called. Robin Schlechter heading to the line for a pair of free throws. This Eureka Bowdle team, anytime they can, they're trying to feed the ball down low to Schlechter, and Schlechter has capitalized down low. She had 8 in that first half. She now has 16 total points. 8 in that first half, 8 in this second half. At the line for 2 here. Every point so critical right now, especially with the clock stopped. 2:15 on the clock. Free throw on the way and good. Robin Schlechter back at the line for one more. Spins it. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and good. Robin Schlechter's got a very nice free throw stroke there, able to hit. She has only missed 2 free throws on the day. Colome now up ahead. Shippey guarded by Frickson in the wing. Now up top for LaPrath. Now over to Sadie Heath on the far side. Down low for Katie. Back to Sadie. Up top for Shippey. Passes in near side LaPrath. Swinging around the top of the key are the Lady Cowgirls. Bounce pass. Over to LaPrath. LaPrath is going to try to drive baseline. Steps back. Gets it to Shippey. 6 on the shot clock. Eureka Bowdle and Capperman nearly comes away with the steal. Bottles on the floor. Colome's got to get a shot off. There it is. Free throw line jumper. No good. And rebound. Hoffine able to get it. Eureka Bowdle played such great defense until the last second. Capperman gets it over to Waltz. Back to Capperman on the top. And Frickson, she's going to try a 3 off the mark. Rebound goes to Hoffine. Gets it out to Sadie Heath. And Sadie's going to walk it up. And now we got a timeout. Coach Foss wants to talk things over. His squad up 64-57, a minute 13 to go. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Can't find the words to say how you feel this Valentine's Day? Whether you're going for heartfelt, funny, or pure love, my arranged bouquets and greeting cards say it for you. Hi, gentlemen and ladies alike. This is Caitlin from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. Get my grab-and-go bouquets from both Pop's Grocery Shop in Harriet and Ken's Food Fair in Eureka. Or stop in to pick out a card and place your order today. Remember, it's never too early. Call 284-2393. Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
And we are back from the break. Head coach of the Colome Lady Cowgirls, Corey Foss, drew something up. Let's see what and Capperman with the steal down low for Frickson. Frickson up with the shot. Foul called, and Frickson will be heading on a free throw line. How about that? Harley Capperman right off the inbounds, sticking her hand out, getting the steal, and finding Frickson down low at the line for a pair of free throws. Again, with the clock stop, these free throws are huge right here. Frickson at the line, 1 of 3 thus far. First one here on the way and left it just short. Frickson back at the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up. Shot on the way and left it too strong. And Sadie Heath with the rebound. We got a foul in the backcourt. Eureka Bowdle already going to start fouling here. That's going to send Sadie Heath to the line. And that foul going against Frickson. That is her 5th personal foul, and she is fouled out of this ball game. Fouls out, scoring 11 points. Big spark off that bench. Played a very, very good game. At the line, Heath, couple of dribbles now. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and in and out. Sadie Heath, that was her first free throw since the second quarter. She is 3 of 7 now at the free throw line. Back at the line for one more. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up. Shot on the way, and this one knocks it in. And timeout on the floor. Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. 1:07 to go in this ball game. Her team trails 8, 65-57. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 30.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
All right, back from the break. Eureka Bowdle on offense here, down 8. Don't necessarily need a 3 right away, but if you have an open one, take it. But you need to get some quick buckets here. Samantha Luck's going to try to drive on the left side. Down low for Schlechter, and ball is wrapped up, and Schlechter is going to be fouled. Schlechter will head back to the line for 2 more. Schlechter at the line here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of 12 at the free throw line. She has 12, 14, 16, 18 points. Knocked in 10 from the free throw line. At the line here for 2 more. First free throw on the way and off the mark. And, of course, that would be the announcer's jinx right there. As soon as I talk up how well she's shooting at the free throw line, that's when she misses. Back at the line for one more here. Eyes it up, spin, dribble, shot up, and good. 65-58. She has 19 points. 19 of their 58. And it'll be an inbounds now. Gets it in to LaPrath. And whoa, we got a foul there. As looked like feet got tangled up. Didn't look anything maleficent, as Samantha Lux will pick up her 5th personal foul, and that's going to send LaPrath to the line. It looks like feet just got kind of tangled up there, tripped and fell. So LaPrath at the line for the pair of free throws. Jacqueline LaPrath has not scored yet tonight. Looking to change that right here. Eyes it up. Shot on the way and off the mark. And Lydia Lean going to check back into the ball game for the Lady Patriots. Jessie Luck's going to sit down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, refs weren't ready for the substitution? Okay. Ran in for the wrong person. Okay, we're all squared away. 5 players on each team on the floor here. LaPrath at the line for one more, and this one won't fall. And we got a lane violation going against Eureka Bowdle, so we'll have a 3rd free throw shot here. And so now Beekler checks in, joined by Lean, Waltz, Schlechter, and Kappenman. LaPrath, Yemen. LaPrath at the line and missed all 3. And do we have another lane violation? We do. So LaPrath is going to shoot one more. Joined by Yemen, Libby Petersick, Shippey, and Heath. And LaPrath gets the free throw to go 1 of 4 at the free throw line there but did score. Up ahead, Schlechter from the block, trying to get around Yemen. Does so up with the left, can't get it to fall, gets the rebound. Putback won't go. Fight for the rebound, ball's on the floor, and Shippey picks it up, and Schlechter reaches in and fouls her immediately. That'll be Schlechter's third personal. Shippey back to the line where she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has shot 9 free throw, and she has made 5 of them. 5 of 9 at the free throw line. A little below her average of 79% on the season. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up, shot on the way, and good. But in this fourth quarter, she is 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 6 points in this fourth quarter alone. At the line for one more here. Free throw up and good. Inbounds goes to Lean into the front court. They are down 10 now, over to Kappeman. 40 seconds on the clock. Kappeman tries to drive baseline up, but the shot draws the contact. No, we got a charge going against Kappeman. Nice job there by Elizabeth Yemen, stepping in, sacrificing her body, and Kappeman offensive foul, picking up her third. Substitution now as Hoffine checks in. Yemen is going to check out, gets a high five from her coach, all of her teammates. Great play there by her. 37.5 seconds to go. Crystal Geyer going to check in. Schlechter going to sit down. And it will be Sadie Heath to inbounds. Doherty is going to check back in as well for Colome. And there's no one back for Eureka Bowdle. Got to watch for Colome maybe slipping someone into the front court. Nope. Shippey's going to get the inbounds, and immediately Eureka Bowdle comes in to foul. So Shippey will head to the line for a pair of free throws. That foul going against Lydia Lean. That is her first personal. Team foul obviously over the limit at this point. And Shippey at the line for 2 more. Shippey on the season averages 12 today. Get you her numbers here in just a sec as she makes that one. She had 8 in that first half. Another 3 in that third quarter. That was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 here for Michaela Shippey. Great game by her. Again, this is a girl that I could definitely see playing college basketball somewhere. Has all the tools. Just looks so smooth on the basketball court. Couple of dribbles here. Eyes it up. Shot on the way and good. 20 points for her tonight. Or today. 70-58. Colome on top. Beekler up ahead. Kappeman. She's going to fire up a 3. And ball is going to be rebounded by Doherty in the backcourt with 23 on the clock. Kappeman still playing some tight defense here. That's what you want to do, but at the same time, Colome can just wind this clock down. Shippey at the top, guarded by Kappeman. 12 on the clock. Heath back to Shippey. 9 on the clock, and Colome is just going to run this out. Petersick drives down, passes it back out. Sadie Heath up to Shippey, and Kappeman with 1.5 seconds on the clock reaches in, fouls Shippey, and Shippey will head to the line for a pair of free throws. So Shippey at the line for a pair, 1.5 seconds to go, and Colome's going to improve to 5 and 10 on the season. Eureka Bowdle, it was a hard-fought effort, just couldn't quite come away victorious. Falls to 3 and 13. Shippey misses that free throw, back to the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up, shot on the way, and off the mark there as well. Waltz with the rebound, and that is the end of the ball game. The Colome Lady Cowgirls getting the 70-58 victory over the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots. We're going to take a break, come back, talk some final game stats, and then we'll let you go for the rest of your afternoon until Harriet Selby plays tonight. Spencer Gosh will be in Highmore for the Harriet Selby game tonight at around 5 o'clock. You're listening to KMLO. We'll have final game stats after this 4-minute timeout.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDon, Haybuster, Brandt, Rouse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots from all the guys and the staff. Good luck.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the basketball court or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
Corn. Cattle.
Soybeans.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things.
Hogs.
Wheat. But for over 80 years, when they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity, they've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust. My Core Trust banker.
for operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle, may you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Art's Body Shop in Eureka. Art's Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
At Couch Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap it to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snack sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Couch Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
And we are back from the break here. One final time. Again, it was the Colome Lady Cowgirls defeating the Lady Patriots of Eureka Bowdle by a final score of 70-58. We're going to go ahead and run down some final game stats. What a game it was for Michaela Shippey. She ended up with 20 points, had 8 in that first quarter, or in that first half, had 12 in that second half. A player that this Colome team really rallied around. And then other than that, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different girls scored him. And that's hard to beat. When you were playing a team that has 9 different players score, led by Shippey with 20, it was Sadie Heath added 10, as the majority of her work coming from the free throw line. She was 1, 2, 3, 4 of 7, it looks like, from the free throw line. Bailey Hoffine off the bench with 10. You had Katie Heath and Libby Petersek with 9 apiece. Katie Heath, 7 of her 9 coming from the free throw line. Libby Petersek knocked in 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And then it was Rainey Hermson and Clarissa Ringingshield with 4 apiece. Cheyenne Doherty had 3, and Jacqueline LaPrath with 1, as the Colome Lady Cowgirls again win it 70-58. for the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots. How about the game from Robin Schlechter? 19 total points, doing the majority of that work from the free throw line. She was, let's do a little bit of math here, 11 of 14, 11 of 14 from the free throw line, 19 total points for Robin Schlechter. Harley Kappenman knocked in 4 3-pointers. That's all she does is shoot threes and makes them. 4 3-pointers for 12 points. How about the game from Brittany Frickson off the bench with 11? Provided a spark in that first half when the rest of the starters went down in foul trouble. And then it was Grace Waltz with 5. Lydia Lean had 3. Jessie Lux with 2. Crystal Geyer had 4. And Samantha Lux had 2 for the Eureka Bowdle Lady Patriots. All right, we're going to take one last quick break, get you player of the game, and then get things set up for what the rest of this afternoon looks like. You're listening to KMLO. Let's hear from Venture Communications, then we'll get you player of the game.
Can't find the words to say how you feel this Valentine's Day? Whether you're going for heartfelt, funny, or pure love, my arranged bouquets and greeting cards say it for you. Hi, gentlemen and ladies alike. This is Caitlin from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. Get my grab-and-go bouquets from both Pop's Grocery Shop in Harriet and Ken's Food Fair in Eureka. Or stop in to pick out a card and place your order today. Remember, it's never too early. Call 284-2393. Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth. Tonight, they cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop, and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin. Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
For communication services you can count on, call Venture Communications in Highmore. Venture Communications offers the finest in communication services with high-speed internet, phone services with voicemail and caller ID products, cable TV, digital and high-definition TV services, DVR service, and wireless cellular phone plans. They're proud to be the player of the game sponsor on KMLO and invite you to listen to high school sports coverage to hear who the Venture Communications player of the game will be.
Well, that was more than just the 30-second break for Venture Communications, but I guess with the 2.5 minutes when I just called for Venture gave me plenty of time to think of who I was going to select for player of the game. And, you know, I selected Robin Schlechter last week. I could easily select her again. That game against Zeeland that she had, I think she scored about 13 of 14. Very similar game to how she played today. But I got to give it to Brittany Frickson off the bench. You had Samantha Lux, Grace Waltz, and who else? There was one other in foul trouble at the end of that first half. Yeah, Crystal Geyer, Grace Waltz, and Samantha Lux all with 3 fouls in that first half. Brittany Frickson, Tage Beekler off the bench. What a job they did. Frickson's 7 points in that second quarter single-handedly held the lead for Eureka Bowdle at the half. Unfortunately, picked up 5 fouls at the end of the game. Unfortunately, Eureka Bowdle wasn't able to come away victorious, but Brittany Frickson, what a game you had. 11 points on the night. Great defense, guarding Shippey. Very tough task. A couple of steals, rebounds. Congratulations, Brittany Frickson. You are the Venture Communications player of the game. All right, with that again, later today, I am done for the day. Spencer Gosh will be on the call for the Harriet-Selly area boys and girls basketball games. Just about 5 o'clock, you can tune in right here to KMLO. And with that again, From the first game, it was the Eureka Bowdle Patriots losing to Hitchcock Tulare 42-33. In this one, it was Colome defeating Eureka Bowdle 70-58. Let's run down the sponsors one last time. A big thanks to Jensen Rock and Sand, the broadcast booth sponsor. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, avoid a kiss with death. Always plan a designated driver. Keys to Success brought to you by CHS Northern Plains. Starting lineup brought to you by Campbell County Collision. Introduction to Game Officials Division of Consumer Protection. The Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. Tip-off brought to you by MDU. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that snow means slow drive for conditions. Player of the game, Venture Communications, Sports Scoreboard, Real Tough, and Premier Equipment Battle, Double M Crop Service. Core Trust Bank Battle, Turner Drug, Premier Equipment Eureka, Battle Healthcare Center, Arts Body Shop, Calix Meat Market, Hometown Boutique, First State Bank of Roscoe, Eureka Manufacturing, Drake's Place. Again, the final score in the boys' game, Eureka Battle falling 42-33. In the girls' game, Eureka Battle falling 58-70. For Jalen, back in the studio, Zev on camera, I'm saying Cole Havens, and have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Have fun out there.